And welcome back. New Settlement is an organization that is standing with community members to break systemic barriers, advance justice, promote leadership, and then also strengthen neighborhoods. Now, the organization recently announced a $200,000 grant enabling the Young Adult Opportunity enabling the Young Adult Opportunity Initiative to expand its actual reach and support to more Bronx youth. And we've got joining us now and sharing more details. We're pleased to have the Director of Young Adult Opportunity Initiative at the New Settlement. We've got Javiel Vega. And Javiel, thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you. I appreciate being here.
Glad to have you. And for young adults, obviously an opportunity for really advancement. So talk to us a little bit about this opportunity and how New Settlement is helping to shape the lives of young adults.
Well, sure. Well, first of all, we can't thank the New York Community Trust enough for their support in our initiative because it allows us to really extend our reach across the Bronx, serving close to 200 young adults between 17 and 24 with our program services. Our motto is focused on working with 17 to 24-year-olds in a career readiness life skills program service. We focus on, the population that we serve is a vulnerable population. But to be honest with you, when I say that, I also see the flip side of it, which is more of the resiliency that we see and we find in the young people that we serve with the support that we provide them. The focus of our program service is to provide career readiness training, life skills training. We empower young people through mentoring support, through a stipend to provide financial support. We focus on an education program service through GED to our college access support. We also are able to transition young people once they complete the 12-week program service into employment opportunities, work readiness opportunities through internship, paid internship opportunities, through sector-specific training, back into college, reentry. As I mentioned, we have a partnership with the Board of Education with our GED program as well in-house. And so, the focus of our program is really to bring in young people who are out of work, unemployed, seeking that kind of support in order to move forward. So I often describe our service as a GPS. Only for us, the GPS stands for gaining positive support in order to move forward.
And so from what I understand, the program is going to be about 12 weeks long. And for those who participate in the program, obviously a takeaway is more job readiness, but also an opportunity to also possibly even transition into internships?
Correct. So one of our goals is to be able to provide, real specific hands-on training or experiences for people who may not have that. And so because of the limited experience that many of our young people come in with, we like to sort of connect them with opportunities with paid internships in order for them to not only gain experience, but confidence in just making those kind of connections moving forward in order to gain experience moving in the bigger picture, which is longer term success in their lives. And so, when we find that when young people come to our program or come through our doors, they're lacking support, but also confidence and just some direction. They're coming to us, not sure. So oftentimes they shift gears and they're not quite positive in terms of like what's next, what's going on for them next. And so our focus is to really start where they're at, looking at what their strengths are, what the gaps are, which is very important. I think it's important to state that it's one thing for you to want these things, but being ready and sort of understanding what it is, what it takes, and eliminating gaps that are currently in their lives, things that have come up that have prevented these things from happening, really is going to be the impetus for the longer term success. So at the heart of what we do and who we are, it's about that. It's really meeting them where they're at, addressing those things and providing them the kind of care and consistency in order for those outcomes to really be measurable and for you to really see the longer term success, which we've seen. We've been here for 17 years. So I speak to that we've seen over time the impact And so the support that we're getting from New York Community Trust is only really enhancing and providing that moving forward.
How much of a deficit do you feel it is for some young people who are walking through your doors right now, given the fact that we're coming out of COVID and we're still navigating this? But for 2 years, a lot of people were unemployed. Some people were underemployed. How much of a deficit do you see when people come in and need the skills?
Well, listen, there was a deficit before COVID, right? I mean,
Right.
it was already before COVID, and so COVID is only exasperated that. The pandemic is only exasperated and really pushed that forward. And so yeah, I mean, they're coming in, really needing even more support and more skills, right, and more sort of direction in terms of what's especially around the sector areas. It's enhancing their skills and needing more enhanced training and opportunities for them to be able to have the same options moving forward, right? And so we listen. I mean, I'll share one thing. I mean, this is not a conventional YY student, but I'll say this: we had one student who joined our program in the fall, who actually had a college degree. I mean, 22-year-old with a college degree, but did not know what to do. Like they had no option, and didn't know what to do with it. Was literally staring at the piece of paper like, now what? And went through our experience of the 12 weeks, and we were able to from here connect her to a sector-specific training opportunity that now she's in, and now she's actually working in a hospital and is sort of fulfilling what she wanted to do in her career path, right? And so she's a good example of someone that with a college degree was still finding herself running up the hill, right, so to speak. And so when you take that and you magnify it with the young adults that traditionally join our program who have not finished school or sort of don't have any, they're not even close to that level of education, you sort of understand, what's going on, for them. And so it's a great question you asked me, because I think that's why, going back to what I shared earlier about us focusing on the gaps and also, focusing on everything. I mean, it's a workforce ready, career readiness program that we feature, but around that, the supportive pieces to that in terms of socially, emotionally, all of those pieces really, bring home everything else that we're trying to do in order for students to really have opportunities when they walk out of our doors. I mean, listen, it's 12 weeks, but we continue working with young people past those 12 weeks. We have alumni, we have a lot of work that we do past those 12 weeks to ensure success and that they're supported.
Yeah. So tell me before we go about who's actually eligible to actually participate in this.
Sure, young adults between the ages of 17 and 24. Primarily residents of the Bronx, and we've had students join from other boroughs. So long as they're willing to travel, that's fine with us. I would say 99% of our enrollments are Bronx-based young adults, 17 to 24, out of school, out of work, young adults who are committed to themselves and to giving us an opportunity to make a difference to their lives.
Javiel Vega, who is the director of the Young Adult Opportunity Initiative at New Settlement One. Thank you for joining us and being with us. And congratulations on the great work that you're doing and the opportunity for this grant to advance the lives of young adults. Thank you so much, Javiel.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All righty. Well, we want our viewers to know if you want more information, don't hesitate to visit the website at newsettlement.org, and there you can find out more. We do have more show coming up for you. We encourage you don't go anywhere. Open continues coming up in a few.